Well, guess what? New competitor is set to announce the new console. I don't know whether it would be marked as the fourth side that has been left unmarked since Sega left. But, well, guess what, Google? You're just putting yourself in what might be one of the biggest gambles in history. Many other companies have done it, failed, but only 4 have succeeded. One has failed so terribly later on. So what's the news? Google, as I mentioned, are announcing a brand new console. Or at least they might be or might not be. It'll be announced on 19th of March at 5 PM. That's what I heard. I just had to make a video on it. But yes, there's been a bunch of rumors about it. We won't get all of them, but we will just be covering how the company which is already coming off Google Plus could do. And also we'll be looking at some of the rumors. First one is one that's already been covered on another channel that you would have probably seen. Are they partnering with Sega on this? Highly unlikely. I don't really see any reason why Sega would get back into the into console making again, because as some of you might already know, modern Sega are a complete piece of shit that just ruin everything. They did it with the Mega Drive Classic, without games. They might be finally doing it correct with the new Mega Drive Mini, but maybe chances could be slim of that being released in this year with the new Google console. I just call it the Google Minus. Don't know why I did it. Maybe it's inspired by Google Plus, but so the chances of Sega working with Google is highly unlikely. Yeah, I get some people would be saying that's more likely to be true than false, because the people who said about the rumor have history of saying some rumors that ended up being correct. But for me, it's not going to really be that true. In my opinion, it's not going to be true for me. So chances of that happening are not really that's going to happen. One rumor that I thought of myself would be, are Google going to mostly be using the Google Assistant in it? Maybe. Maybe not. Maybe yes. Many other companies have done that, but Sony, which works with Android, which is basically a part of Google, uses Google Assistant in the Experience, which is the one which I'm filming with right now. If you could be able to see. But you know what? Screw it. It's too dark anyway. But like, it's more likely to happen. You might be able to link your Google account with the new Google console. If that is, then if I must get it, and that might not happen, good news for me. So yeah, that's how it is with Comcast, I think it's called. And like, yeah, but like, will they be able to go for the for the thing that was only really introduced with Sony and Microsoft partnering together to let people be able to play together no matter what console they went for, only for Sony to later join? It might be, but like, it's more likely that Google might go exclusive, and yeah, but now would be chances. In fact, I've seen the design of the controller that was leaked. There were, in case you didn't know, blueprints were leaked of how the controller would look, and if I would show it to you right now, and you could voice your opinions on it. Here it is. Does it look nice? Because I think it does not really that look nice, in my opinion. Like, it looks comfortable in a way, but it doesn't necessarily have something that you'll remember for the rest of your life, like the PS4 and Xbox One. And speaking of rivals, I predict that Google doesn't even stand a chance against them. Maybe soon, if they end up succeeding, they will. We could just look back at this and just laugh at me right now. But my opinion on it would be that it's not. Like, Apple, which are the rivals of Google when it comes to mobiles, they failed miserably with the games console, but ended up having a ripoff of Pac-Man, also known as Taxman. But yeah, it's not going to. But that failed, and here we have Google deciding to be like, hey, we'll throw this into the ring. Fortunately, it did not land on the floor. So, yes, that's how it is almost like, and yeah, but like, if they do manage to kick everyone's asses, just like Sony did with the PlayStation 1, then we could be able to see a new top leader, but will they be able to KO any other competitors? And question is, who will the competitor be? Well, we've already got Sony and Microsoft battering it out on the already bloody battlefield of the video game market. Nintendo has always had to go with the very low third. So it's more likely that Google will take the reins of what Sega ended up being ended up taking a headshot from, and pull out Sega's grisly bloody body and take the reins of the companies will be fighting against Nintendo. That will mean nothing to me, because I do have like PlayStation and sometimes Nintendo, and I wouldn't be supporting Google in any way possible. I don't mind if this results in this channel being taken down because of anti-Google comments, but no, I wouldn't be supporting them. It's free speech, I'm allowed to say so. But like, what will the console be like? I already said the rumors about it being it might be made by Sega, and it might have be able to link your Google account, but hopefully it doesn't use Duo, which no one uses. It might use the Play Store. Well, I have to think about that, because there's probably the Microsoft Store, whatever it's called, doesn't used in Xbox, and so is Sony's Google, because Sony uses Android and that's made by Google. And yeah, so of course Google might not use the Play Store that's on Android. If you use iOS, you probably don't know what the hell I'm talking about. This is right, I will not explain it. And yeah, but like, it's more likely they'll be facing off against Nintendo in a pretty grisly battle that won't be as grisly as PewDiePie vs. T-Series, though there are 0 deaths. And yeah. So, final thoughts on Google's new console, as this is on the light side episode, which we don't usually do opinions here. It might succeed. It might. But I'm not really thinking that will. because the last competitor to enter the ranks, and I mean even the smallest ones, which was Ouya, that ended up failing miserably. And yeah, in fact, those Amazon, but though they are doing well, I don't necessarily like how the console is. In fact, it isn't even a console; it's just Amazon Prime, I'd say. So yeah, that's my final opinions on the Google console, or the Google Minus. The Google Minus is, I will not support it in any way whatsoever. So yeah, we'll just be finishing off on much more lighter tone. Good luck, Google. You're gonna need it. And yes, that's the end of the video. And yeah, my name is not Liam from Flame Farm Studios, that's just plain old Liam, but this is Liam from Flame Farm Studios, and this is goodbye for now. Have a nice week, everyone.